Hi guys, and welcome to another episode. We are out in the Desolation currently, and we've tamed the Genudu, which are great worms that tunnel through the sands out in the Desolation. So we can actually now move through them, and we're about to experience some combat using them, and just their general awesomeness. So I hope you enjoy the episode. Kind of a Guild Wars 1 version, I would say, version of the weapon mechanics they have in Guild Wars 2, because of course what you wield in Guild Wars 2 affects your skill bar, and in Guild Wars 2 there's stuff like you can ride golems and stuff, and that will change your skill bar as well. And this is essentially that mechanic being seen in Guild Wars 1. The elite skill and stuff we will learn about later on, but as you can see, we just shred through the Marganites here. I find this really fun, or at least I used to find it really fun. Sadly, there are problems with it, I think, where your models are so big. Okay, it's awesome. You're a huge fucking worm. That is awesome, alright? I'm not going to lie. But where there's so many of you, it just looks like a massive mess, don't you think? It just kind of... I mean, I'm fully zoomed out, and half the time you're not going to be able to see what's happening in the combat here. But yeah, cool stuff, I think. Anyway, lots more Marganites. Where's Palawa? Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, yes, and the bonus for this mission, there are some Genudu young. Pretty much you go off the beaten track, and you find some Genudu young that the Marganites are trying to kill, and you've got to save their lives, which I will show you guys. So let's use Genudu Feast to eat one of their bodies, and we get another skill, which I have no idea what it's doing. But there you go. But what is cool about the Genudu is you'll find in the Desolation... Okay, some of you might have been shocked on that bonus episode I did where there were so many Marganites. Yeah, well, that's nothing. Now that we're in the Desolation, we are honestly going to be coming up against entire armies of Marganites. Just loads and loads and loads of them. And it just makes it all that more scary when you're at a point where you can't ride the Genudu. Because Genudu can't tunnel through rock, as Palawa is going to tell us soon enough. Where is he? What's he doing? Is he just stood there? Palawa! Oh, there he is. Okay, he's running that way. So let's get going. Also, I've just noticed some of the heroes are talking about how Cormier is dead, and they're all pretty bummed out about it. Alright, okay, so as I was saying, this is the other thing. You can't just plow through the Desolation now on massive worms. Even the Genudu have their limitations. Rocky terrain impedes their tunneling. You'll have to separate from the worm to pass through here. Right, so this is kind of how the Desolation works. You've got the sandy areas that you can't walk through as a mortal, and you've got the rocky areas that you can't go through as a Genudu, which kind of mixes things up. I like that. It would have been pretty bland if the whole thing was just going around with massive worms. But don't worry, guys, there will be plenty of chance to be in these worms. So yeah, there's a group here. A battered old shrine there to Dwayna. It's completely inactive. Right, okay, so that's them dealt with. Let's keep going. Another worm spore, more wastes. The other thing that's a little bit annoying about this is sometimes there's a glitch where you click the spore and not all of your heroes go into the worms, which can be quite frustrating, but we seem okay for now. Because then, of course, the second you walk out into the wastes, they try and walk out as a mortal and the hero dies instantly. Or the henchman, it's whichever you're using. Right, okay, so Palawa is going to lead us around on the right, past all these sandstone crags. Remember a while ago I said that we were going to see a lot of earth elementals? These guys have no problem living out in the Desolation. So we'll be seeing lots of these, and these are big hitters. These are some of the more dangerous things. In some ways they're a little bit more dangerous than the Marganites. But yeah, Joko's going that way. We are going to go off the beaten track, up through here, and try and find some of these Genudu young. Now, they're usually quite easy to save. The thing that people usually mess up here is... you can damage them as yourself. It's one of those weird situations where they're an ally that you can hurt, like you can cause friendly fire to. So that's what usually ends up killing them. You just got to try and not rush and be careful with the Marganites when you're killing them. Anyway, I believe one of the young is somewhere around here. Okay, alright, so we've saved one Genudu young. I can't see where it is, though. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Can you see it? The little baby worm? See, it's a little baby worm, but it's actually probably bigger than we are already. Anyway, But that's not it. We don't have to go back yet. We keep coming around here, and there's another Janudu young. This one always used to catch me out. I always used to come up here and think, okay, I've saved one, now go back to the main path. But no, you've got to keep going. The waste can be a little bit of a maze sometimes. Can you see all these torment claws and stuff as well? When I first got here, I thought these were just a natural part of the environment in the Desolation. But I'm pretty sure now that these are here because Nightfall has come to Elona, sorry. Those are only there because Nightfall has come. All these tendrils are coming up and chewing the land up. I do wonder what that ruin is. I'm wondering if that's a place that we go to later. I think it might be. It depends. Oh, I can't be sure. Right, the next young is just down here, around on the right. And the Marganite are trying to kill it, I think. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we'll just stay away from it and kill the Marganite. The other nice thing about being a Janudu is if you die, the death penalty doesn't actually affect you. It doesn't affect your health or anything like that. It does when you get back out of the worm, but otherwise it's fine. Okay, that's 2 Janudu young saved. Now we go back up and follow Palawa. I just love... I did complain about it, but I do just love how chaotic it looks. It's like there's just a single Marganite and then surrounding him 8 giant worms eating him and just bearing down. It's pretty funny. Anyway, moving on. Back to Palawa. I will speed this bit up. Oh yeah, another thing I didn't mention. Look, Corey is in a worm as well, our pet. Usually, that only ever happens on this one mission. Your pets never get in worms except for on this mission, which is pretty funny. Everywhere else, your pets just die. And then when you get out of the worm on the other side, they just miraculously appear with you. Okay, here we are. It looks like there's a big group of Marganites have appeared here that weren't here before. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, I just got 5,000 health just from using that one skill. It's pretty overpowered. You get more health depending on how many of your allies are still alive. I mean, we're not an invincible machine. For this mission, we pretty much are, I'd say. The hard thing about this mission really is the starting bit. But later on, look at this. Look at all the damage I'm taking. If we weren't in worms right now, I would be dead so quickly. But yeah, we will see later. Just the sheer number of foes it can become very difficult. Which I really like because it just highlights so well how deadly the Desolation really is, and how foolish it would be to ever even attempt coming here without having the worms. Oh shit, one of the Janudu young died. Oh, I think that they can die after you've saved them. Both of them died over there. But I think it still counts. If they die afterwards, it's fine. You just got to save them from the Marganites. Okay, come on, Palawa. I'm not doing very well recently, am I, guys? He says, I'm impressed by your confidence on the battlefield. Had you been on my side during the Battle of Jahai, perhaps history would tell a different tale. Right, okay, so at this point, Palawa's going to run down the left through that sort of tunnel way there. We are going this way, I think? Yeah, we're going up here. The last Janudu young's up here. Of course, this is one of those missions where if you don't have a guide, if you don't have a map, you're talking about essentially going through the whole damn place, checking every single turn to see whether any of the young are around. And while I'd like to give you guys an authentic, guideless experience, I can't help but feel that would be just a little bit boring, don't you think? Right, so the last one is up round this corner. It looks like the Margonites don't actually attack the Janudu. So the only way that they can, the only way that the young can die is if you accidentally kill them while killing the Margonites. Because look, they're just stood around here not doing anything. It's so hard to spot them as well, you know. Oh, there it is. It's all the way over there. Okay, we have saved 3 of 3 young. 2 of them are dead, but I'm pretty sure that's the bonus complete. Pretty easy. They're nice. I find some of these quests, like if you think about that Centaur quest we did as well, where Mirza died, they are generous ArenaNet at some points in Nightfall. Because obviously they could easily have disqualified you from the Master's reward there, but they didn't. Oh, another patrol of Margonites. I wonder if I can slip past them. Yay, more sandstorm stuff. More earth elementals. Alright guys, we're coming up near the end of the mission now. I'm not sure if we've got anything else to fight. There could be one more group. Alright, Palawa, lead the way. Oh yeah, there's another group. Margonites, typical. Okay, here we go. So over there you can see the last worm spore, and we get up there through all these lovely inviting tendrils. Look at them. Oh. Just plaguing the horizon. There's a door over there. You can go to that later. I don't think it's a part of the main story though. And here we go. You can see an ancient gate off in around this corner. With a big shrine. He says, "We have reached our destination." I couldn't read what else he said.
Well, well. You seem to be more capable than I thought.
Given your low expectations, that would not be hard.
Easy now, my little plow horse. Now, if you don't mind, I will be taking my leave.
This abomination preyed on my people centuries ago. Let us return him to his tomb.
It took the armies of the Ossa clan to defeat me before. You think your motley band are their equal?
Zed, let him go. He's dangerous. We should burn him.
He gave us what we wanted. We will let him go on his way.
And that is why humans rule, and your people are beasts of burden. They think things through.
We've not seen the last of him. He'll be back, and we'll regret having helped him.
Yeah. I'm not too worried. He seems a bit pathetic at the moment. Alright, there we go. 3 of 3 Janudu saved. We're now at the remains of Salaja. As much as I really want to continue, guys, I'm going to have to end the episode there. I might even have to split this one in 2. Shock horror. But yeah, we're pretty much deep in the Desolation now, as you can see. We're not going to be seeing many more plants. This is as close to a plant as you get now. Lots to talk about. Lots of ancient civilizations and stuff. Look at all these images. Look quite Egyptian. Anyway, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, everybody. And I'll see you next time for our journey to try and finally catch Varesh and stop her before she brings Abaddon to this world in the final part of her ritual. So yeah, see you later.